Alright, in today's class we are going to show you step by step how to cut a pant trouser, which you can basically use for both male and female. As you can see, this is the fabric we're going to use to cut the trouser. Then I've already folded my fabric into two. You can see I folded to the wrong side. This is the wrong side of the fabric. This is where we'll be chopped. Now I am folding it into two places. This place is the opening side. So I'll make these two edges to be equal. If it is not equal in your own, you can make a straight line here. You can make a straight line from here to your length so that you can get an accurate line where you can, your margin where you start taking your measurement. First and foremost, we're going to be, so you can see we have our scissors, our ruler, and our chalk. Then in our next video, I'll be teaching you how to take an accurate measurement of your trouser and as well top. In this trouser, will be having the actual measurement you need is your waist. You need your waist, your laps, you need your knee circumference, you need it, you need your length, you need the ankle. Some persons call it boots. The ankle, the circumference of the ankle, your leg will pass through that place. So this person's waist is 32. So basically in this measurement there are some arithmetics here. You don't just measure 32 and cut. The waist, in waist measurement, when you are cutting, you divide waist into 4. When you are cutting your laps, you divide your laps into 2. Now, when you are cutting your knee, you divide it into 2. This one into 2. So in all these, the only thing you have to divide into 4 is your waist. When making use of hip, you will also divide your hip into 4. So if you are making use of waist and hip, more especially in female pants, your hip is divided into 4. Your waist is also divided into 4. Apart from these two, your laps is divided into 2. Your nail is divided into 2. Your length, your normal length, you add an extra allowance. Your ankle is also divided into 2. Then with the allowances. Now let's get to work. First and foremost, we have 4 major lines when you're cutting trousers. 4 major lines you must derive when you are cutting a trouser. The first one we're going to take is our waistline. The waistline will be at the top, at this place. Just draw a straight line. Make a straight line from here. Make a straight line. This line you're seeing here is our waistline. Now our waistline, from the waistline you get your trouser length. And trouser length of this person, we are making use of 37 and half. Now measure your 37 and half. This is 37, this is 37, this is the half, 37.5. You take measurement of it, you mark it, bring this 37 and help this side as well. You mark it, you're going to add 2 inches allowance for folding allowance at the hemming part of it. hemming part of it, add 2 inches allowance. Now on that, you establish the line, establish it, establish it. Now we have the first line, which is our waistline. The second one is our trouser length. So the next one we are going to derive now is our crotch line, the lapse line. So for you to get that is not just a line you will draw like that. For you to get that, you use your waist to get that. When you divide your waist into 4, we have 32. 32 divided by 4 is 30, 31, 32. 32 divided by 4 will give us 8. Will give us 8 inches. And when you divide this 32 into 4, you get 8 inches. Now add 2 inches to it. When you say 32, you have 9, you have 10. That will be your lap line. That will be your lap line. This is why you need to take an accurate measurement of that person, so that when you are putting in these figures, when you are putting in these measurements, you will not make any mistake in any of them. Now we've gotten the third one. This is the waistline, this is the lap line, this is the length, this is the ankle. This remaining one, which will be the knee line. The knee line, some adults will normally use from 20 to 21, depending on this. But sometimes, okay, if you want to get an accurate nail line for this person, divide the length into 2. If you divide the length into 2, that is 37.5. If you divide it into 2, you have 18.7. 18 3/4. Now you place it here. You add this 18 3/4. You add like 2 inches. You add 1.5 inches. 1.5 inch will be okay. 1.5 inch will be okay. Or add 1 inch to it. 1 inch to it. You get this. Now establish this line. Remember, this is our nail line. So basically we have the 4 line. This is your waist, this is your laps, this is your knee, and this is your ankle. So when you are putting on a trouser, a human figure, a human body is not actually straight. From the waist to the hip, you find out there is a curve up down here, then come down. You come down to the ankle. So it's not just straight. When you're standing, it's not just straight. You have some kind of curve here. Now just follow this video step by step as we're doing it. You're going to arrive at a perfect pant trouser. You will use it for any, both male and female. Now on this, I believe you can see this line. You have 4. This is your waistline. This is your lap, thigh. You can call it laps. You can call it your thigh line. This is here. Now this is your knee line. This is your ankle, which from here to here is the trouser length. Now let's get to work. From your ankle, from this line, take off 1.5 inch. take off 1.5 inch inside. From here to here is 1.5. Like I told you, from your waist to the length is not just straight. It's not just straight. There is a little curve inside. There is a little curve inside. So you don't just cut it straight. No. Normal body build posture is not just straight. It's not just straight. Now you take off 1.5 inch from here. Now you come to leave this line. This is your knee line. Leave it. Then you come to your lap, your thigh line. Remove 1/2 inch. Just remove 1/2 inch from here. Remove 1/2 inch from there. Then connect this line. Connect this 1.5 inches you take inside to this 1/2 inch. Connect the line. Let it connect together. Let it connect together. So I'm connecting this line. Connecting this line. Pass through the nail line to the. I want to make the chalk to be visible so that you can see it well. Alright, you can see this line. It's somehow like this. Somehow like this. It's not straight. It's not straight. Now, the ankle we are making use of is 13. 13 divided by 2. After 13 divided by 2. 13 divided by 2, we're going to have 6.5, 6.5. Now, exactly the 6.5, just put it there. This is the front part of the trouser. You don't add allowance on it. You don't add allowance on it. This is it. From here to here, 6.5. Then our nail is 17. You divide your 17 into 2. Divide 17 into 2. You divide 17 into 2. It will give you 8.5. 8.5. Collect it here. Where this line pass, where this one intersects with this line, with the nail line, that is where you're going to place your tape. Have 8.5. 8.5. Then you chalk it. Now you come down to this, your laps. Our laps here with 23. 23 is, you are going to divide it into 2. Dividing your 23 into 2, remember I told you the only measurement you're going to divide into 4 is your waist when you're using, and hip when you're using hip. Actually, normally I don't normally use hip on men's trouser. It's only for female. So even some female that are not that chubby, I don't take their waist. There is an accurate measurement. Once you take your waist measurement accurately, then from your waist you can get all those things. Very simple. Just follow. Now we have 23. The laps. Remember we are going to the laps. 23. 23 divided into 2. You have 11.5. 11.5. So right here, from that place, you have your 1/2 inch in. Then place your 11.5. Place your 11.5 and chalk it. This is your waist. This is your thigh. This is your thigh. This is your laps. This is your laps. So this is your lap. Once you place this is 11.5. Remove 1.5 from it. Go down to this. Remove, as you're saying, remove 1.5 from this. Go in with 1.5. Now this line, you chalk it straight to join the waistline. Join the waistline. Now you connect this line to this one. It will be a kind of curvy one. It will be a kind of curvy. curve it to meet the nail, and as well the ankle, so this is how it is.
Yeah.
You join this one, then from here you curve your, this is crotch line, this is your crotch line. It will be curved to meet your thigh line. This is your crotch line, this is your flap line. It will curve to meet the thigh line. If you are deriving value from this video, just subscribe to this YouTube channel and like the video. Actually, share the video so that it will also get to other people that need this video. Probably this video that have added value to you. Just like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. So let's continue. Now the waist, remember we have our waist to be 32. So 32 divided by 4 gives us 8 inches. 32 divided by 4 is 8 inches. Don't mind me, just go through this video. I believe this chalk is like a bit faint. But where you just concentrate and get exactly what we are doing here. So this, your waist, now you measure, your weight is 30, our waist is 32. You have 32 divided by 4 will give us 8. You add it 1 inch, add 1 inch allowance, making it 9 inch. Then you chalk it. This is your 9 from your waist, from your flap line. This is the 9. Now this line will connect to this. As I told you, your waist, our waist from our waist to our hip across our knees is a bit curvy. It's a bit curvy to meet the nail, and it's also not straight to get to the ankle. So this is how it will be. Draw the line to this place. Draw the line to this place. So as you can see, the shape of the trouser is actually coming. The shape of the trouser is actually coming. Here it goes through this place. This is very easy and simple. If you follow it accordingly, definitely you will get what you want. Then from this place, you're going to minus 1 inch. You're going to reduce this place 1 inch. Remember, our waist is not that straight circumference. The front comes down a bit, whereby the back goes up. So this is why we are removing this. We are slanting it with 1 inch. We are slanting with 1 inch. So this is all is left for us to start cutting. Allowance in the front, where you will add your allowance will be at the back of it. So this is exactly what the trouser look like. As you can see, it's not straight. It cannot be straight. It is straight. There is a bit. It is a bit curved from the waist, passes through the thigh line, then to the ankle. So this is the front part of the trouser, which is the major one. Try to know the wrong part of the fabric. Now you can. So for your pockets, for this pocket, for an adult, 2 inches for the pockets. I'm just trying to make a notch. Just trying to make a notch here, 2 inches. Then I use 7.5. 7.5. If it is a chubby person, I use 8. This person is a kind of slim. I use 7.5. This is the pocket. This is the pocket. You know, after this you gum it, it will now be like this. This is the pocket. Okay, so let's go to, let us do the back part of it. Back part of it. As you cut the front, you turn it upside to meet this one. We are going to cut the back part of it, the back part of the trouser. Sorry, in the back part of the trouser. This is very simple. Very simple. So this is the line that we need, the initial line we had. So I want to make it get to that place. Now from this tie line, measure 3 inches. This is because this is for here to be free. This is the allowance you put for this place. Some persons use 2.5 inches, some persons use 3. Anyone you can use 2.5, 3 inches is okay. Now this 3 inches will come here from the lap, from the knee line. Also you measure the 3 inches from the ankle. You also measure the 3 inches. This 3 inches, we're going to cut off this side first. Cut this one. Cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. This, we use it for our zip cover, We use it for a zip cover. Then as we have cut this place, you now have to shift this one to meet these lines. Shift it back, shift it to meet this. Make sure it is in line with the chalk. Make sure it's in line with the chalk. Now you can bring this to a line front. If you don't want to make any mistake, bring this line front. Find out that we have that 3 inches we measured. That is 3 inches. So now remember we removed 1.5 inch from 1 inch from the front. Now you're going to add up 1.5 up. I told you the front of our trouser is, the front side is down, the back is up. That's why we are doing this. Then use 1 inch here. This line, there will be a line here. Connect this line to this place. Connect it to this place. Now, okay. Now we are connecting this line to this one. Connecting this to this. See, this place is up. This place curve. Then curve this to meet this straight. Curve from here to meet this. Now we're going to cut it. Stop here. This will be our pocket cover. This will be our pocket cover. And we slant this side down to meet this. And again. This side. Then cut our trouser. This will be just follow this. If you derive value from this video, please like and share the video. Especially subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's the only way you can support us by doing this. Thank you. As you can see, this is the trouser. This one, I'm going to use this one for the pockets and the waistband. As you can see, our trouser is ready. It's ready. But I think I will also do a video on how to join a trouser. This is how it is. The half inches. When you are joining it, you are joining with half inches. Half inch. So thank you so much. If you derive value in this video, don't forget to like, share this video, and as well subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much, and God bless you.